Once upon a time, in the rich and mighty kingdom of Babylon, there lived a man of great faith named Daniel. Known for his humility, wisdom, and unyielding devotion to God, Daniel stood as a beacon of righteousness amid a society steeped in idolatry and decadence. King Darius, the ruler of Babylon, held Daniel in high esteem for his unrivaled insight and wisdom. So much so, he planned to set him over his whole kingdom, much to the displeasure of the other satraps and administrators who became jealous of Daniel's favor in the king's court. The officials conspired against Daniel, seeking a flaw in his service to the king. However, they could find none, such was the integrity of Daniel. Frustrated, they realized the only way to accuse Daniel was through his steadfast worship of God. They tricked the king into issuing a decree that for 30 days, anyone who prayed to any god or human other than King Darius would be thrown into a den of lions. Unperturbed by the decree, Daniel continued to pray openly to God, just as he had done before. His faith was unshakable, and his devotion unwavering. The officials, seizing their opportunity, reported Daniel's actions to King Darius, leaving him no choice but to uphold the law, despite his deep affection for Daniel. With a heavy heart, the king ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. Night fell upon Babylon, and there, in the darkness, Daniel was left alone amidst the growling lions. Yet, Daniel was not afraid. He held onto his faith, praying to God for deliverance. His prayers echoed throughout the den, the lions ominously silent. Morning broke, and King Darius, with a heart laden with worry, rushed to the lion's den. His voice echoed in the early morning air, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" After a moment of agonizing silence, Daniel's voice rang out, "May the king live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." Joy washed over the king as he ordered Daniel to be pulled from the den, untouched and unharmed by the lions. The men who had conspired against Daniel met their end in the lion's den, a chilling testament to their wickedness. The story of Daniel in the lion's den is a powerful narrative that has withstood the test of time, offering a prophetic message for those seeking God's wisdom. Daniel, a symbol of unyielding faithfulness, stands in stark contrast to the conspiring officials representing the world's power structures. Daniel's deliverance from the lion's den prophesies the victory of God's kingdom over worldly empires, where righteousness triumphs over deceit. The lions, symbols of seemingly insurmountable challenges and oppressions, are tamed by divine intervention, signifying that God protects and delivers those who faithfully serve him. The story also prophetically points to the coming of Christ, the ultimate deliverer. Just as Daniel was unjustly condemned yet emerged unscathed from the den, Christ was unjustly crucified and yet rose again, victorious over death. It's a prophetic affirmation that despite the powers that attempt to suppress God's message, God's kingdom will ultimately prevail. In the larger biblical narrative, Daniel's story carries an eschatological meaning, encouraging believers to hold fast to their faith in the face of persecution, knowing that God's ultimate victory is assured. As such, Daniel in the lion's den becomes a timeless reminder of God's sovereignty, the victory of good over evil, and the deliverance that awaits those who faithfully serve God.